Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to fill out the exclusive buyer agency agreement contract. I know this is somewhat of a separate question people have a lot, so I figured I'd do it as a separate quick video. So we're here in DocuSign where we fill out the forms in the Documents tab. So you're going to go find the exclusive buyer agency agreement and click on that. Some of the fields will auto-fill in, which is okay. This is an agreement made between the buyers and Keller Williams North Central, and that is accurate. The agreement is being entered between the broker and the buyer. And later in the contract, we're going to identify ourselves as the designated agent for this buyer. So this is accurate. The term of this agreement is going to be from today through, and you can decide how long you want to make it, depending on the client, your comfort level with the client, where you're at in the process. I typically do 4 months is pretty standard, 3 to 4 months. So, we'll do October, I guess, as an example, but that's flexible. And you scroll down again, you're just filling in the blanks. A retainer, we don't really require any real retainer. This would be to retain your services. It would be an upfront fee, but we do need to have something here for this. So we're just going to put $1 because we do need to have something here in order to make this a valid contract. And we are not going to credit that retainer against our fee. In other words, if we're getting paid 2%, we're not going to take $1 off of the 2% because they're not actually giving us the dollar for one thing, and that would be ridiculous because it's only $1. So just make sure you check the right box here. It's a little confusing because it goes on to a different line. It says such a retainer is not refundable and shall click here or shall not click here, which is where we're going to click down on the second circle. So it shall not be credited against the success fee. The success fee is equal to, and we're going to put C number 10 here, because we found that a lot of buyers do get a little nervous about signing on to a hard and fast success fee. In other words, our commission, that's our commission. So we're going to say C number 10. Number 10 is the additional terms, and we're just going to spell it out a little more clearly so that it eases the buyer's mind as they're signing this contract. This says that upon completion of this agreement, if the buyer purchases a home within X amount of days after the agreement, are we entitled to a fee? I usually do 30 days. What that means is if they worked with you for months, 4 months, and then, 10 days after the contract expires, they find a property, you've put in a lot of time at that point and you would be entitled to some compensation. That's basically what that's saying. Now we're going to scroll down. Here's where it automatically filled in, but here's where it's designating us as the agent, you specifically as the agent for this buyer. So that's good. You want your name there. And here's number 10, other provisions. So the wording I use is as follows. Buyer agent to accept compensation offered through MLS at or above 2% of the purchase price. If compensation offered through MLS, or if the property is not listed in MLS, buyer and buyer agent to reach mutually agreeable resolution. So basically what this is saying is that we are going to take the compensation offered through MLS as long as it's 2% or more. If it's not 2% or more, or if it's a property that's off market or for sale by owner that doesn't offer a commission, Then we're going to have to sit down with our buyer and come up with a resolution. Now, there's a lot of resolutions that most buyers are going to have no issue with whatsoever. The main one being just writing the commission into the offer. So you would put in your additional terms of the offer something like, this offer includes 2% commission to the buyer agent. And then it's just understood that the seller is going to pay your commission just like they always do. Um, and it's usually pretty agreeable to the buyer. So point is, there's solutions to this, but typically when we include this wording, it makes the buyer feel a lot better about signing this exclusive agreement. So that's it. The rest is going to be adding signatures, which you'll do in the envelope, and that's going to be a separate video. So you can save and close, and you're done. That's how you fill out the exclusive buyer agency agreement.